I swear, if Tom tells me to just make a spreadsheet one more time, I might actually scream right there in the kitchen.
Oh boy, the spreadsheet again? Put down the croissant before you aggressively squeeze it. What happened this time?
It was last night. I came home completely drained. My new boss is being impossible, the deadline is moved up, and I just felt like I was drowning. I started telling Tom about it, just needing to get it off my chest.
And let me guess, he did not just let you get it off your chest.
Hardly. I hadn't even finished describing why I was upset before he whipped out his phone and started listing project management apps I should download. He said, "Babe, you just need better organization. Here is a 4-step plan to handle your boss."
Ouch! So instead of a hug, you got a performance review.
Exactly. And then I got mad at him for trying to fix it, and he got mad at me for being ungrateful because he was just trying to help. We ended up eating dinner in silence. I feel like I am crazy. Why can I not just talk to my own boyfriend without it becoming a consulting session? You are definitely not crazy. That sounds incredibly frustrating. It is like you are standing there bleeding, wanting someone to hold your hand, and he is standing there trying to teach you how to suture the wound. That is a perfect way to describe it. It makes me feel so lonely. Like I am having this big emotional experience, and he is over there on the other side of a glass wall looking at it like a math problem.
And the hardest part is that you know he's not doing it to be a jerk, right?
I know. That is why I feel guilty for getting mad. I know he loves me. I know he hates seeing me stressed. His instinct is to make the stress go away because he cares. But it doesn't feel caring in the moment. It feels dismissive. It feels like he is saying my feelings are messy and inconvenient and we need to tidy them up as fast as possible.
Right. It feels like he is rushing you through your own emotions.
Yes. It's like, okay, you are sad. Here is the fix. Now stop being sad so we can watch Netflix. But I need a minute to just be sad and have him say, "Wow, that sucks. I am sorry." Why is that so hard for him? I don't think it is that he doesn't want to do that. I think it is that you two are basically speaking different languages when it comes to stress. You are looking for connection, and he is looking for a solution. Well, his language is really irritating me right now. It makes me not want to tell him anything important because I don't have the energy to defend my right to just feel bad for 5 minutes.
And that's the real danger here. If you stop sharing the hard stuff because you're afraid of being fixed, you guys start drifting apart. You have to bridge this gap before you stop talking altogether.
Okay, but how? I have told him a million times, stop trying to fix it. He does it anyway. It is like a reflex. It is a reflex for a lot of people, especially people who are wired to be logical pragmatists. But I think we need to dig a little deeper into why his brain goes there instead of just getting mad that it does. You said it is a reflex, but honestly, sometimes it feels like arrogance. When he starts giving me a 4-step plan, it feels like he thinks I am incompetent. Like, oh, poor silly girlfriend, she doesn't know how to use a calendar. I run a department. I know how to use a calendar. I know you do, and deep down, I am sure he knows that too. But here's the thing about people who are wired as fixers. They view negative emotion as a fire. A fire? Yes, when you come home venting, to you, that is just you releasing steam. But to him, the alarms are going off. He sees smoke, he sees fire, and his brain says, grab the hose, put it out, immediate danger. But I am not on fire. I am just annoyed at my boss. He knows that logically, but emotionally, seeing you in distress makes him anxious. And this is the part we often miss. When a fixer sits there and just listens to you be upset without doing anything, they feel incredibly useless. They feel like they are failing you. Wait, he feels like he is failing because he is listening? That is literally all I want him to do. But in his mind, listening equals doing nothing. And doing nothing when the person you love is hurting feels like negligence. So he offers the spreadsheet, not because he thinks you are stupid, but because he is desperate to be useful. He wants to make the pain stop. So his spreadsheets are actually just him panicking? Basically, it's called instrumental support versus emotional support. He's offering instrumental support, tools, fixes, strategies. You need emotional support, empathy, validation, witnessing. The problem isn't that he doesn't care. The problem is that for him, care looks like action. For you, care looks like presence. That actually makes a lot of sense because when I reject his advice, he looks so hurt, like a puppy that brought me a dead bird and got yelled at. Exactly. He brought you a solution, the dead bird, thinking, look, I hunted this for you. I fixed the problem. And then you say, I don't want this, just listen to me. He hears your help is worthless. God, we really are just missing each other completely. I'm sitting there feeling lonely because he won't listen, and he is sitting there feeling rejected because I won't let him help.
And round you go. The more you vent, the more he panics and fixes. The more he fixes, the more you feel unheard and get angry.
It is a cycle. Okay, I see it now. It is not malice, it is a translation error. But knowing that doesn't change the fact that I still need him to shut up and listen sometimes. I can't live the rest of my life accepting spreadsheets when I need a hug. Oh, absolutely not. You shouldn't have to settle for the wrong kind of support. You just need to teach him how to give the right kind, and you have to do it before the conversation even starts. Before it starts? Like a disclaimer? Sort of. It's a technique called meta-communication. You have to talk about how you are going to talk. Because right now, you are ambushing him with the fire and he is panicking. You need to tell him what gear to be in before you step on the gas. Okay, teach me, because if I have to endure one more PowerPoint presentation on efficiency during date night, I'm going to lose it.
Okay, so the technique is incredibly simple, but it changes everything. It is called the comfort or solutions framework. Before you launch into your story about your boss, you have to set the stage. You have to tell him exactly what his job is for the next 20 minutes. So I have to manage him before I can vent to him? That feels like more work. Think of it less like management and more like giving him a map. Remember, he is panicking because he doesn't know how to help you. So you say, babe, I had a terrible day and I need to tell you about it. But right now, I am not looking for solutions. I just need comfort. I need you to just listen and be on my side.
Comfort or solutions? I explicitly choose one?
Yes, you are giving him a clear definition of success. If you say, I need comfort, he knows that he wins the game by holding your hand and saying, wow, your boss is a jerk. He doesn't have to scan his brain for apps or strategies. He can relax because he knows exactly what you need. That actually might work, because right now, I think he assumes success means solving the problem. If I tell him success means just listening, maybe he will stop trying so hard. Exactly, you are relieving his anxiety. You are telling him, you don't have to put out the fire, you just have to sit by the fire with me. And conversely, if you actually do want his advice, you say, I have this issue with the deadline and I am stuck. I need your brain on this. I need solutions.
He would love that. He would get his whiteboard out.
And that is great. There is a time for the whiteboard. The problem is just the timing. You have to separate the two lanes, emotional lane and logical lane. Don't let him merge lanes without a turn signal. What if I forget to say it at the start? Or what if I say I want comfort and he slips back into fixer mode anyway? He probably will at first. Old habits die hard. If he starts offering advice after you asked for comfort, you don't snap at him. You just gently pause him and say, hey, remember, right now I just need a vent session. We can problem solve later, but right now I just need a hug. Gentle correction. Okay, I can do that. It is actually kind of empowering. It forces me to figure out what I actually want before I just start dumping my emotions on him. Sometimes I don't even know if I want to fix or not. That is the hidden benefit. It makes you more self-aware too.
It stops the mindless complaining and turns it into a connection moment. You know, I think I am going to try this tonight. I actually do have a spreadsheet issue I need help with, but I'm going to ask for solutions first. I will let him fix something just to get his confidence up.
That is diabolical. I love it.
Give the man a win. And then tomorrow, when I need to whine about the commute, I will tell him comfort mode only. Put the phone away. Perfect. It's not about changing who he is. It's just about giving him the right script. I bet you anything, he will be relieved he doesn't have to save the day every single night.
I hope so.
Thanks for the therapy session. I think I can actually go home and not scream at him now.
That is what friends are for. Now, are you going to finish that croissant or can I have it?
Oh, you can have it. I have a strategy session to plan.